Hi, y'all. Hey, Gloria. Welcome to the live. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Hi, Renee. Hi. Hi, Janae. Thank you so much. I want to allow Naya. Hold on, y'all, because they got the music like loud as hell. Naya. These damn kids. Y'all have to turn that down a little bit. I'm on live. God. I'm gonna allow a couple more people to come in, and then we're gonna talk about how I'm feeling and updates and all that good stuff. I look a mess, y'all. I'm telling you, we're gonna get into it. Make sure y'all like the live. Hey, Tyra. All right. Cause I be wanting to like talk right from the jump, but then people come in and they be lost. They don't know what's going on, and then I have to like repeat it. So I don't want to have to do that. Thank you. It's getting there. I can see that it's getting there. Hey, Nick. All right, so I think the max people that be in my live is 10. So I think we good. I was trying to give Antoinette a chance to come in because she said she doesn't get notifications. Also, you guys know that I got my A1 day ones: Renee, Gloria, Tyra, Neek, Imani. She's a new A1 day one. Antoinette, Cherish, a couple of y'all. It's a lot of y'all I can't name, but anyway. So let's get into yesterday for one, because I didn't get to talk to you guys yesterday. Yesterday, I woke up feeling like very anxious, like something was about to happen. It doesn't. He always want attention. What? What, Papa? I woke up feeling like very anxious. I miss you more. I wish I looked refreshed. I don't feel refreshed. I woke up feeling like very. Hey, stop. Very anxious. like something was about to happen. Also, a lot of my family had found out at the same time, like my dad, my sister, my brother. Um, so I was getting phone calls back to back. Um, which, I love the support, but it can get a little overwhelming because you're just agitated. I was agitated when I woke up, very agitated. And that lasted for about an hour. I was trying to lay in bed. I was trying to like rock. It wasn't working. I was so uncomfortable. So I decided to get up. I got up and I went out. I got my coffee, which if you are going through withdrawal, coffee is not the go-to, sis. Like, or bro, like it's not the go-to. Like it makes it worse. I got worse. The anxious feeling got worse. I found myself just driving around trying to get rid of this feeling that something was about to happen. My chest was like pumping like crazy. Um, but all the while I'm not I'm not having any cravings. It's just feeling anxious. So I got home and I'm sitting in my office and I'm like, yo, like I gotta like take my mind off of this. Like, so I started to work like a freaking slave. You understand me? Like work more than I've ever worked before. So I'm in here, I'm working, and recently my lymph nodes been swelling up, and I don't know why. I don't think it has anything to do with the Suboxone. I was told I have a hole in my tooth, in case y'all don't see it when I smile on the vlogs and stuff like that. But I was told that it was because my nerves were exposed in my tooth, and that's what's causing the swelling in my lymph nodes. Cause whatever. Me not taking shit seriously before, not now, and just procrastinating. I just kept missing appointments to get it fixed. So I'm trying right now. But because I missed so many appointments, nobody really wants to get you an appointment after you've missed several appointments. So yeah, that's neither here nor there. But I was very anxious. As you can see right now, like I keep like my left side is like very finicky. It feels like it's crawling under my skin. But I was very anxious and I worked till like 2 in the morning. Now around like 12 p.m. I started to get a little bit of the chills, like feeling like the inside of my body was freezing like an ice pop. Like I never felt nothing like that in my life. Like in my skin was cold, like really cold. And I ended up taking Excedrin because the lymph node pain got so bad. So I took an Excedrin, and then I noticed that I'm up. Like, is this the insomnia that everybody's talking about? It was like 2 in the morning, and I was, the days prior to that, I was very tired. So it was abnormal for me to be up because I went to sleep early on those days. So I'm like, okay. So I got in the bathtub, and I took some NyQuil. And by the time I reached my bed, I passed out. So now we're here. And we are currently at, drum roll please, the 55-hour mark of being sober, you guys. So this is what 55 hours for me, can't speak on nobody else. This is what 55 hours of being sober looks like. And the only reason I'm counting about an hour because the way it's confusing to me to do about a day. You get what I'm saying? So I'm counting by the hour so I feel like the hour is more accurate. So we are at the 55-hour mark. Let me give you a little update as to today. So I'm very finicky, as you can see. Like I'm very jumpy. I can't explain it. Like I want to move. I can't stay still. Like for the life of me. Like even when I'm walking, that's another thing. When I'm walking, I'm very shaky. Like I feel like my legs are like about to drop from underneath me. Like I don't have no stability. Go get it taken care of before it gets worse. I am. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Woo-hoo, love you. Love y'all. My legs are very shaky, y'all. My legs are very shaky. Every pain I'm feeling worse, like 10 times worse. Like right now, my back is killing me. Now I know not to drink coffee because coffee gives me more of a jittery feeling. So I haven't had coffee today, which is hard because I love coffee. I love my coffee drinks. But this morning when I woke up, right now that's how I feel. But this morning when I woke up, I I love my family, right? Love them to death. But my phone is like ring, ring, ring. Like every morning I'm getting 10 phone calls like, are you okay? What you doing? Get up, da da da. Like people are really on top of me and I appreciate it. I love y'all. Like just know that when it happens, I'm cursing y'all the hell out in my head because I'm like, yo, I'm sleeping. Let me sleep. But afterwards when I call it right back, it's just the freaking flow of love has been amazing. Hi Cherish has been amazing, y'all. Like amazing. I have been getting, I told Antoinette this last night, I have been getting not anonymous, like weird profiles on Instagram. And if I didn't say this, but I meant to say this. I didn't post on Instagram and Facebook about this because certain family members that are my family are very judgmental. And I could kind of control the dynamic a little bit over here. Like I know the haters that watch, I know for the most part, I know who comments on the live. I know how many people are in the live and don't say nothing. Like, I can control a little bit more over here versus on my Instagram. My page is public and open to the world. I mean, YouTube is too, but not a lot of people know about the channel. You know what I'm saying? And Facebook, I have a lot of family connected to my Facebook and Instagrams that I don't want to know what's going on right now. They're very judgmental. Not to say that they can't get the information from over on YouTube, but I highly doubt that they watch my YouTube because that's the type of people we talking about here. Like, go judge you, but don't know you from a can of paint. So I didn't want to go over there. Plus, YouTube is more personal for me and therapeutic versus Instagram and Facebook. I just look at those platforms as what it is, taking pictures and liking comments and things of that nature. But I have been getting a couple of disturbing messages. And I want to say this because obviously the person who is sending me these messages has watched my live. I've been getting called a crackhead and a junkie, which shows, and I'm not going to lie, at first, of course, it messes with you. I don't care what nobody says. Those type of messages messes with you because it's hitting home on something soft and close, near, and dear to you. But after, you know, talking about it and realizing what it is, one, I've never been a crackhead. Two, junkie, you might can classify me as a junkie. I can take that. I can take that you classify me as a junkie. But it shows your ignorance. It shows that you don't know what Suboxone is. I would rather you go do your research and find out what it is. I'm a lot stronger 3 days now than I was 3 days ago. I'm gonna say that. It may seem really petty, but I am. There's so many people out there who can't do what I'm doing, who can't go 3 days without being on it. So fuck you, for one. Excuse my language. Two, it shows your ignorance, as I was saying, because that means you haven't taken the time to sit down to find out what Suboxone really is. Yes, it's classified as a narcotic, but it is a medication that is given to opioid and heroin abusers to get them off of their junkie drug of choice. So therefore, it is a legal medication that was prescribed to me by my doctor, and it just so happens that I took it for more than the time that I was supposed to take it. It was another word I was trying to use, but it didn't come to me, so I just said what I had to say. That's one. Two, I kind of feel like I know who's behind it. If I don't know, I'm wrong. Whatever, I apologize. But I kind of feel like I know who's behind it. It's a couple people. It's actually a few, maybe like good 5 to 6 haters I have in my life that it possibly could be. I feel like you could never come on your platform and tell your fucking truth like I did. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it there. You could never, you will never be known. Like, I came on my platform and I told my truth about my struggle. I possibly helped about 10 to 12 people on my chat. Who knows? A lot of people don't like to talk about their addictions. So I possibly could have helped. Who knows how many people that video had reached. And I'm gonna read your comments. I just want to get this out. Who knows how many videos how many people that video has reached or resonated with. I made a stamp in the world, whether it just be this little world, whether it be YouTube world, whether it be my world, whether it be in my family, whether it be with my friends. I made a stamp. You're still unknown and anonymous behind your fake ass profile. I didn't want to curse, but fake ass profile, you're still a nobody. So that was for you personally. Love you. Um, Hey, Kimmy girl, I'm beyond proud of you. Thanks, Cherish. So glad your family is supportive of you. Yes, family is priceless. Make yourself eat, even if you don't have appetite. Drink lots of fluids too. You need your strength. So that's the thing, y'all. I wanted to talk to y'all about this. So it's the 55th hour, which means I'm about the third day. They say it doesn't get bad until the 72-hour mark. So I'm anticipating the worst, preparing myself for the worst. So far, from aside from a little bit of what I told y'all I was going through, I've been good. I haven't had any cravings. Actually, the thought of it makes me want to throw up. No cravings at all. No want for it. Now that's only that's maybe because I haven't had any physical pain or anything like that, like too much to bear type shit. But if I'm not mistaken, some years back, our car had broke down in front of the house. And it didn't broke down. I had a flat tire, and Muhammad was trying to fix the tire for like 5 days, and I couldn't get my prescription for 5 days, I think. And I didn't have it for 5 days. So I'm trying to think back. Like, I don't remember me going through it. I remember me sleeping a lot, but I don't remember me like going through it. So that's the 5th day, which would make it what, 60 something hours, 70 something, the 72-hour mark. So maybe I didn't make it to that mark yet. I don't know. But that's what I was saying. I don't have problems eating and drinking yet. I have been eating and drinking. I went to Wawa yesterday and got those little, they have like meals with like cheese, grapes, and apples. I got a bunch of those because I didn't know how I was going to feel, and I didn't want to have to prep anything or put anything together. So I just put a bunch of those in the refrigerator. So I have them at my disposal. And I ate one this morning. I did have like slight stomach cramping this morning, but it was just while I was waking up, but nothing right now. Ignore the haters. I'm so sorry, Mina. So proud of you. Oh my God, that's horrible. People are cruel and have no compassion. Oh, they are. People are people, you guys. Sad to say. Especially people who hate you. When people hate you and you put out something like I did, they're gonna feed off of it. And the only way that it hurts you, the only way that they get satisfaction is if it hurts you. And it did. It hurted me, but it doesn't anymore because they're ignorant. Like I said, you are strong and beautiful. Thank you, Renee. I'm a junkie too. If that's the case, they can kick rocks. Exactly. A lot of people are on medications. There's so many medications out there that may not be classified as a narcotic, but you can still go through withdrawal symptoms off of your medication. So why am I a junkie? Like, maybe when I was on perks, you could have called me a junkie, but I'm on Suboxone, something that was given to me by my doctor. People are ridiculous. Don't let them bother you. Stay positive. You are definitely probably helping someone, sharing your story. A lot of people suffer in silence. Yes. Hey, Antoinette. I know when I went through it, I had to keep myself busy no matter how I felt. If I just sat there, I felt worse. I had to go back to work. I will catch the replay. Know that you are not alone. Thank you, Janae. So yeah, couple of things I wanted to talk about. And it may seem silly, but yes, it's only been 56 hours, 3 days, however we're gonna say it. My mind is slowly, it's like, I don't know if you ever seen like on the movies, that's the only way I can explain it, like when it first come on, Jigsaw, like how the puzzles all fit together and it's like cranking. Okay, my mind was going the other way, like the pieces were flinking off, and like that's how my mind was going. Every hour it feels like my mind like is starting to go the right way, and I can think clearer just a little bit. It's not like a whole drastic change, it's just a little bit. I'm not as finicky as I was, except for this, the physical symptoms. But until I'm not as like all over the place, and like that's how I felt. I felt like it, like panic, yo. I felt like doomsday, 24/7. Like it felt like protect yourself, like at all times, and like, oh my God, I can't explain this shit to you. Like I can't. Only a person who taken this drug would know how it felt. Like the stuff that I was like super paranoid about, like it's like, it's not there. It's just not there. Like I can't even explain to you guys. Like, I really can't. But my mind was all over the place, and it doesn't. It's of course it's still there. Like sometimes it is there, but it's starting to like calm down. Like I'm like, okay, I can think clear a little bit. Like, and that little bit feels like a lot. And I do keep busy. I have not stopped working. I'm going to work until I can't work. Um, as long as you know who you are, that's all that matters. You're not a junkie. We all battle with addiction, tables, or glad to see your face. Aw. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and your addiction can be a man. It could be a woman. It could be your kids. It could be work. Addictions are like, people go to therapy for like real therapy for certain addictions. There are therapies for love, like people who are addicted to love and in the wrong places, of course, but addicted to love and addicted to a person and addicted to religion. That's how, mass genocides happen. And like addiction in itself does not just mean drugs. Like, look it up, YouTube it, like do your research before you come on a platform or feel the need to DM somebody with your evil ass and speak of something you have no knowledge of. Like, and you're honestly, this person just angry that I have a stamp on the world. That's it. Like, you're mad because I had the courage to come on here and tell however what I'm up to 130 something people that I was addicted to a prescription medication. Like, sorry. Like, I'm sorry that you have no purpose. I'm sorry. I hope you find your purpose. I hope your purpose is to stop. I wanted to say some stuff. I hope your purpose is to stop badgering me and go badger somebody else and do something for yourself. Like, so I had this vision earlier, right? So I'm like, I'm not going to be able to come on here every day, of course. But when I am, I feel like you guys are going to be able to see the transition. Yes, the other day y'all saw me, I was looking crazy. Today I'm looking half-ass crazy. But I feel like once my head gets clearer, oh y'all, I'm feeling it a little bit. Once my head gets a little bit clearer, you guys will be able to see the physical change in me. Right now, at this very moment, y'all, I'm like anxious. I'm so anxious. I'm so fucking anxious. Like, I'm so anxious. But like I said, I want to jump on my freaking skin right now. It's shitty. And like I said, I'm expecting the words. I was on the phone with my mom this morning. She's like, how you feeling? And I was like, I don't feel shit. Because I don't. I am going through depression. I feel very like lonely right now going through this. Even though people are calling and stuff like that. It's different when you're in a house by, the kids are here, but it's different when you're by yourself going through it. But that's the bed that I made, so I had to lay in it. But it's crappy. It's crappy. Exactly. You know what's crazy? So I was talking to my mom and my uncle, right? And I'm like, what if I'm expecting like this big episode, like this crazy withdrawal, and I'm about to smoke, y'all. What if I'm expecting this like crazy withdrawal and it just doesn't happen? Like, which I know is like not realistic. But what if it is? Like, anyway, that's what's going on with me. I'm feeling crappy a little bit right now. And I think it's because I have to focus. Like, I have to like talk to you guys and I'm looking at the camera and it's like, stay still. You don't want to look like crazy on here and you're shaking and moving. But I have to move, y'all. And I have to smoke because that's the only thing that calms it, honestly. And I don't even smoke a lot. When I used to be on them, I used to chain smoke. Now, I take a couple puffs and I put it out. Couple puffs, an hour later, put it out. Like, to sit here and have a whole cigarette, I can't do that either. Because that requires concentration. Something I don't have. Okay. All right. So another thing I wanted to tell you guys. I was going to keep it a secret until I started to like make videos for it, but I don't know how long that's going to be. But I wanted to let you guys know what I've been doing as far as my business. I'm trying to take the topic off of the drug thing. I don't want to keep talking about that. So I have started a business that I am bringing in a good amount of money. And basically, I am a reseller. So I'll go to like Goodwills or the stuff that I already have from Goodwill, because I have tons of crap from Goodwill. And I'll go to yard sales and get stuff for really cheap that people don't want anymore or they're about to throw out, because normally people in yard sales are either going to donate it to the Goodwill or they're going to throw it in the trash. Now, I would rather frequent yard sales than Goodwill, because Goodwill has lost their goddamn mind. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I've noticed. And I don't know how far across the map it reached, but Goodwill has now hired, I don't know if they, okay, I feel like they have a person back there who's doing inventory, who's Googling or eBaying these items and putting them out on the floor and charging damn near retail or Walmart prices for stuff. I've actually been in Goodwill and they had pieces of, not pieces, they had certain items that they're pricing higher than the retail price sticker that's on the item. Like say if it was from Ross and it was $5.99, they're pricing $7.99 Goodwill stickers, which is crazy to me. Like I don't know if anybody has noticed the rise in the Goodwill prices, but it is ridiculous. And they're scheming. Like yesterday, I went in there because there was something I seen on a video that I didn't know was worth the money that it was worth, and I went back to get it. And I found these kids cleats, like little kid Nike cleats, and they were brand new, so I grabbed them. And when I got to the front, she charged me $6.99, like they were adult sneakers. So I'm like, I watched them too. You have to watch them because they putting stuff in manually. It's no system. Well, at mine's at least, like they like. Oh my God, it's horrible. Like you could pick up something like this and say they classify it as glass and it's $2.99, and then you can get something as big as this. They classify as glass as $2.99. Now that might be in your favor depending on what you're getting, but this mother effer put in $5.99. So I questioned her. I said, excuse me, those are kid sneakers. She says to me, oh, they're cleats, so we charge a little more. So wait, let's talk about the first incident. The first incident, I went in there and I had bought a bunch of DVDs. They had a bunch of new DVDs that was still in the wrapper, right? And DVDs are $1 at Goodwill. I don't know if y'all know or if it's different at y'all Goodwill, but at mine, they are $1. Okay. So I had regular DVDs and I had Blu-ray DVDs and I had the seasons. Like, you know how I have like three discs in the box. I'm trying to talk, y'all, because I'm feeling antsy. That's why I came on here, because I was feeling antsy. So she rings up the DVDs and they're all $1. And then she gets to the Blu-ray and there's no prices on the Blu-ray and the 3-disc season DVDs. So someone bought a dresser that was supposed to be $200 but bought it for $20, and the Goodwill person realized she fucked up and called the person demanding the $200. It was too late though. Someone bought a dresser that was supposed to be $200 but bought it for $20, and the Goodwill person realized she fucked up and she called person demanding the $200. That's what she get. That's what they get. They in there tripping. Like, yo, let me tell you. So when she gets to the Blu-ray DVDs, when the guy, it's actually a guy, he calls for the manager because he doesn't know the pricing, which I'm like, all your DVDs is $1. Like, I don't give a damn what you say. Like, it's always been $1. So she comes out and says that the Blu-ray DVDs are $3.99 and that the season DVDs are $4.99. No matter how many discs are in the box, right? So I understand if you're charging $1 a disc, but if it's a 2-disc season, how are you charging $4.99? So you know me with my little smart ass. So I'm like, well, where did it say that at? Where y'all pricing sheet? Can I see something that states that? So she like, it's changed all over the world. So I was like, I understand what you're saying, but show me in your system where it says that Blu-ray discs are $3.99. She couldn't show me, right? So I'm like, what's your name? You got to hit him with that. What's your name? She like, Laura. I'm like, okay, Laura. I said, I don't want them. So I slide him to the side. So as I'm ringing up, she's on the next register helping the guy because his line got backed up because I'm talking my shit. So she keep, so it was like this wood glass, it's over here. It's like this glass shot game that I got. It's wood and it's big. And when there's no price, first of all, when there's no price on something in Goodwill, they're either supposed to take it off the, this is the drug, y'all, I can't remember what I like to say. They're supposed to take it off the shelf, or they're supposed to give it to you for 99 cents. That's what my Goodwill does. So when I asked her the price, she said $2.99. I wasn't even gonna argue with her. It didn't have no price on it, but they do classify there, like they have wood, glass, stuff like that for $2.99. Everything is like classified in $2.99 range unless they want to price it for higher prices. So she said $2.99. Now the guy that she's got, the guy that she got at her register. I'm struggling, y'all. I'm trying to keep talking. The guy that she has at her register, he said something about the shot glass game. So she then y'all, at least y'all get to see it in real time. I'm spacing right now. The guy at the register, he then said something about the shot glass game, which in turn she starts being Joe and turns around and starts talking. I'm ignoring her because I feel like she's trying to get over. So I'm continuing to bring my stuff up. So as I'm bringing my stuff up, she keeps turning around and try to talk to me. So the first time she turned around, she like, the best I can do for those Blu-ray DVDs is $1.99. So I'm like, no, it's okay. So she turned back around because she knew she was wrong. Because I was gonna call corporate. So then 2 minutes later, she turns back around. She like, oh, she getting all that stuff? Give her all them DVDs for 99 cents. I should have said no, but I wanted the DVDs. So I'm like, I just gave her the look like, bitch, you know you wrong. But the same lady, when I went in there yesterday for them Nike cleats, she gonna say they $6.99 because they cleats. I said they kids shoes. I said, where it say that at? She like, well, I'ma just give it to you because you know kids shoes is $2.99. $2.99 from $6.99. That's a big jump. Like for, and then the crazy thing is y'all getting this shit for free. Like y'all getting this shit for free. Yes, it's people, and I know why they doing it. Thrifting and reselling has become like really high, but a lot of people are doing it. So to stop it, or I guess they thinking they stop it, because if I'm a reseller and I come in and I see a pot for $16.99, you're not winning because the people who can't afford it is not going to buy it, and the resellers is not going to buy it because we can't sell it for nothing. So it sits, and you end up dropping the price anyway. It don't make sense. Yes, they are the worst. Okay. The prices in there, they're like, this is what they're doing. Say they get a pair of Nike sneakers, right? And the Nike sneakers might be some good sneakers, some G-Shock, something crazy. And they put them in that little booth thing, you know, with the expensive shit. And they sell for $34.99. In their dumbass heads, they think that now every Nike sneaker is worth $34.99. And it's not. Every Nike sneaker is not a G-Shock. Like, and it'll sit on a dress, I say on a dresser. It'll sit in the aisles for months and don't sell. Like, anyway, back to my business. So that's what I do. I go into thrift stores and I go mostly yard sales. I do have a lot of stuff from Goodwill, but I like the yard sales because the yard sales you're getting stuff for lower than $4, like big stuff, nice stuff. And I resell them. I clean them up. If they're dirty, I'll fix them. Y'all know I got all my arts and crafts stuff. If they're broke, I'll fix them. I try to stick to the stuff that looks almost worn down because I feel like the next stop is to the trash can. And I'll fix them. But I do have my share of good stuff as well that I got from yard sales and Goodwills. And I resell them for a profit. I was very hesitant about coming on here about that because certain people feel certain types about that. But because you're taking from the community, but I have a very select, now I do, I didn't before, I have a very select group of things that I'll get. Like, I don't bother with the baby clothes. I know that people have babies and they need to get their baby clothes for whatever, the dollar price or the Goodwill price. I don't do baby clothes. I don't do a lot of clothes at all, as a matter of fact. I don't do a lot of like home goods. I do more like hardware, like decorations and vintage stuff and antique stuff. I stick to that kind of stuff, like baseball cards, shit that you don't need to live, you get what I'm saying, versus using stuff that people actually need on a daily basis. So I'm moving to Florida in July. I want to hit up the thrifting stores. I want to move to Florida. Don't knock the thrift stores. You are talented and I love it. Don't worry about others think. I'm sure there are people out doing the same thing you're doing. Don't feel bad. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, I don't want to keep you guys long. I usually be on here for hours and I don't want to do that. I don't even feel like that right now. Honestly, I didn't feel like coming on, but the messages and stuff, I wanted to kind of like answer everybody's messages at once as to how I was doing in the update. You can physically see how I'm doing. I'm not sick yet. I do have hella anxiety, really bad anxiety. How is that taking anything people say, the craziest stuff? They consider it as like you're taking from the poor because the poor, I'm the poor shit. Like technically like I'm the poor. Like I'm the people that buy the shit at the thrift stores. Like I'll be paying $4.50 a month, including my dog. Oh, Renee, that's so good. Are you going by yourself? That's so good. I can't wait to move. That's another thing, y'all. I feel very highly depressed. I feel highly depressed. I don't want to do anything. Like there's stuff that I have to do. As far as my housing goes, I'm like 2 centimeters close to getting my housing, and I'm like I can't. Like my mind is just it just won't do. It's only one simple step that I have to do, and it's take a picture or something and send it. And I just don't want to do it. Like I don't want to do anything. I want to lay on the floor and rock like I'm rocking right now. But I can't because I have 5 kids in the house and my 2 older daughters are not adults and it shouldn't be on them to do everything. So I have to do something, even though they are very aware that they have to do more than usual. But this is what I want to do. I want to lay on the floor and rock. Rocking is the only thing that freaking helps. This jittery feeling. It feels like somebody done let off like a can of jumping beans inside your skin. Like that's what it feels like if you never went through withdrawal. The anxiety part of it. The depression part, I just want to lay down. I cry. I've cried. I keep crying. This is the first time I haven't cried. I try not to come on live and cry too much because even though I am a fucking crybaby, I try not to come on here and cry too much because of the evil people and what can be said to me. And in this state, I don't want, even though I can handle it, I feel like I can handle it, but I don't want it to overcome me. But I cry a lot. I cry a lot because, like I said, it's hard. And it's not the cravings. I have no cravings. I have no need or want to touch those things ever again. It's just you don't want to feel what you're feeling. That's all it is. Like, and if anybody was to relapse, that would be the case, that they don't want to feel what they're feeling. And at the end of the day, going through this, I think that's what it is. I think you don't crave it. It's not wanting to go through what you're going through. So to me, it's all mental. So I have to. I feel like I'm very well in tune with my mental right now. I feel like if you can master your mental, you can get over it. I'm not a very mental person, so this is hard. This is hard for me, but like I said, I'm not everybody else. Everybody's different. I have no cravings right now. I have no want. Every time I think of it, my stomach hurts. It's nice. Yes, Florida is affordable. I wish I knew how to refurbish. Big chain stores and corporations take profit. Girl, I ain't want to say that, but that's what I feel. They do it. Cry release is a part of possibly you need to go into the battle. Yeah. The worst time is who the hell is this? Who is it? Ooh, hold on. Like a rabbit. Oh. Okay. Or take them all in with you. Take her, take the Oh, that hurts. Really? Oh, you just attached the hurt. All right, go on. Sorry, y'all. That was my neighbor. She's so sweet. Hi. Um, what was I saying? The worst part is at night. At night, if I'm not out, if I don't go to sleep, it started about 10 o'clock, and the this feeling, and I know it's gonna get worse. I know I'm just like at the tip of the iceberg. Um, and I don't have a lot of people to call at 2 in the morning, so that's my fear. My fear is 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I realized that last night. I don't have a lot of people to call in the morning, 2 in the morning. People sleep at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So my kids are asleep. I started making the older girls go to sleep early because I need them during the day. So they're not up. Um, my mom is not up. Those are the worst times. And I don't want to have to take something to go to sleep. But unfortunately, that's where I'm at right now. So the NyQuil helped yesterday. I don't know if it's going to help when I'm mid withdrawal. Hopefully it does. Have you found a counselor? So see that? I have. She's supposed to be sending me a list of AA meetings in Sharon Hill today. An email, so I'm waiting for that. I actually went to the hospital before I stopped taking these. I mean, not the hospital, the damn clinic that I get my Suboxone from. And I asked her for that number. So I've been holding on to that number for maybe a week. I've been holding on for that number. But I asked her for the number for the counselor. See? Yawning. Have you found a counselor or a sponsor? Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. As I said, like, it's hard right now because I don't want to do anything. Even putting this live together was a lot. Did you get any sleep? I went to sleep around 3. I took a NyQuil. I took some NyQuil. Yesterday I went out and bought me some NyQuil cold and flu because people were saying that you get flu-like symptoms. I'm about to yawn again. People were saying you get like flu-like symptoms. So nobody suggested NyQuil. So I'm like, let me try the NyQuil flu and cold or whatever it's called. Maybe that'll help. And I had the bad anxiety last night around like 2 in the morning. So I got in the tub. That didn't work. It made it over. I was overwhelmed. So I got out and then I took the NyQuil, and that was all she wrote. So that was around 3 a.m. All right, but I'm gonna go, you guys. I don't feel well right now. I feel very icky. But I love you guys, and hopefully the next time you see me, I'll look better. I'll feel better. I feel better. It is starting to get bad. Um, by the hour, I feel like how can we help you? By being honest and upfront, but don't offend you at the same time. Asking respectfully, do we just listen without any suggestions? No, you tell the truth and give suggestions we ask for. No, you be totally blunt and honest with me. That's the only way Kimmy works, I realize. People who sugarcoat shit with me, I will literally ride your ass, okay? I don't know what it is about my character, but I will. But people who are brutally honest, I might fight you in the beginning, but it sticks. It sticks better than the person agreeing with me it sticks a whole lot better. And I think that's for a lot of people. The yarning is not for me not getting sleep. That's actually a side effect. That's crazy, right? Like, what in the brain triggers yarns? Like, I just don't want to run you off. No, you don't. You don't have to run me off. I'm at the 3:45 mark. I have alarm set for every hour. I know it's coming from a good place. Love you too, Gloria. So yeah. How many times are you on? Like 6? Jesus Christ. But I love you guys. And I'm about to like lay on this floor right here. This rug. And I'm about to rock for a little bit because I feel shitty. Renee, I think you have my number. You guys, if you want to contact me, I have been giving my number out like juice because I need to be able to have a support team. Internet was actually up last night. That's who I talked to. That calmed me a little bit. It was like 2 something in the morning and we were talking. But yeah, I love you guys. I don't know when I'll be back on here. Just know that I'm not stopping. I don't give a what happens. You don't have to doubt me. You don't have to like, I'm not picking this shit back up. So I'm already at the 3rd day. For me to go back would be stupid as hell at this point. I would be a damn dummy. Okay, I can't do it no more. Love you. See y'all.